most not knowing. An impartial day appears, neither for us nor against. We set out upon a journey. At distance, a cluster of high peaks. Would our journey reach to these? There was a good distance to be covered. Some lives were only of days, their journey complete. Some of 80 plus 10, some more. All these destined to meet the Lord, most not knowing. Strangely, and across the vast plain of years, even centuries, the peaks individuate and travel, some toward us, some away, some to the left, some to the right. They seemed to be messengers or messages. The first confronted us 13,000 years ago, saying, "The offspring of the woman shall be pitted implacably against the offspring of the serpent, an enmity. They will bruise in continual conflict each the other." Another peak prophesying, "He will be the seed of men, Abraham, Judah, David, born of a virgin in the town of Bethlehem." Some peaks recede. "He will be the king of peace," a mountain prophesying, "king of righteousness," as we will later know. Some rush forward with things we are not ready to know. Messiah will be a man as well as God. Born a Savior, he will yet be despised and rejected of men. From the tops of the mountains moving to the side are told strange things. You will be called out of Egypt. And though a healer of blind and lepers, you would be deserted by many, betrayed by a friend for the price of 30 pieces of silver. Other mountain peaks say of strange prophecies, forsaken by God, hung cursed on a tree, outside the camp, dividing your garments, thirsting, no bones broken, killed before the destruction of the temple, buried in a rich man's grave. The glorious peaks shouting resurrection, ascension, glory. What are we to make of these things? They have all come true. The initial 7 churches have been shown to be degraded, and we modern churches have gone wildly astray. New visions of the millennium and its events and inhabitants are created every hour, none noting that the initial idea promulgated by the book of Revelation is of sign and symbol. These illustrate in mystery, for all knowledge of God is deep mystery, the revelation of the things which are and the things which shall be. These were given to John on the Isle of Patmos, the most visionary man who ever lived, who in youth knew you intimately, and in age was given these visions which make complete all history. John is the writer, but the author is Jesus Christ. The rise and fall of Earth's history are included in the Revelation. It is of a living person, though apocalyptic, not upon the outward flow of circumstances, but the lives of men and nations, seen in the light of you, who are the light of every man who has come into the world. And from where? From nowhere and from nothing. You, Lord, are everywhere and everything. You are Alpha and Omega, the start point of creation and its final rest. We ourselves shall live as though uncreated, nearly divine, eternally, as of the angels, though we have material presence. The testimony of Jesus is the highest peak, the spirit of this prophecy, as of all others. It is wise to adopt the preterist view, which holds that the whole range of apocalyptic predictions was fulfilled within a comparatively short time. They are of perpetual fulfillment, having not only been fulfilled, but they have been and they are being fulfilled, and they will yet be fulfilled. We are not accustomed to think in these terms, rather to wildly speculate outrageous occurrences. John says these are shortly fulfilled, this 2,000 years ago, but are not exhausted in the immediate fulfillment. It is a manifesto wherein the heir of all things declares that all power is given him in heaven and in earth, that you will, in the end, gloriously exercise that power over all the opposition of your enemies. In many places, the parts of this book refer to each other. The whole structure of it breathes the art and mystery of the living God. There are things to come, many, various, near, intermediate, remote, the greatest, the least, terrible and comfortable, wonderful, old, new, long, short. These interwoven together, opposite, composite, relative to each other, at a small, at a great distance. The mountain peaks which are these prophecies advance and recede, disappear, break off, suspend and appear again. Let us, Lord, see this as a harmony by which we may more love, worship, and adore you. Amen.